Yo, honor and respect to everybody listening. Want to tap in real quick. See any agents on this page? Any agents? Any ICE agents? Everybody doing well with the ice and all the ice storms and all of that that's happening. The ice storms and ice patrols and winter weather and whatever shit they got going on. All right, boom. We tap in on this. How Epstein Island is connected to SpongeBob SquarePants, who's connected to Ice Spice. And the reason why I consistently push out insights like this is because one, I know how to tap into connections and synchronicities within myself. So once you see that, you kind of see them everywhere. So it's like I see all these different matrix codes connected, and I don't see a lot of people connecting the dots like that. So it's like a game, you know what I'm saying? But the other thing is that certain things are pushed into and connected so that we indirectly give consent to whatever that thing may be. So we're giving consent to the ICE agents. We're giving consent to the Epstein Island concept or symbology of whatever PDF file stuff they got going on. And we're giving consent to the drill music and all the other stuff that goes on with the over sexualization of young girls. And the nonsense that happens in SpongeBob SquarePants is connected to that from a child perspective. So they're showing you what they're doing based upon the symbology and the synchronicity that they're using throughout the different things. If you don't watch, if you're not a if you're not a child that watches SpongeBob SquarePants, then you may have took your kids to watch it. So that's consent. If you don't listen to Ice Spice, you may listen to Ice Spice. You may know somebody listen to Ice Spice. You may listen to her music. Boom, that's consent. You don't Epstein Island, you watch the news, you read the blog, see what's going on in Epstein Island. There's the court case, how people feel about it. One way or another, they are gaining your attention through multiple channels, through their multiverse, and allowing people to allowing their version of the Matrix shit to come through. And then the ICE files and ISIS and all that type of shit too. All right, boom. So Epstein Island, SpongeBob SquarePants, Ice Spice. Check it out. All right, so as you can see here, the SpongeBob SquarePants is his address. SpongeBob SquarePants address is 124 Conch Street, Bikini Bottom. Right, 124 Conch Street, Bikini Bottom. Where is that? 124 Conch Street, Bikini Bottom. That is. Let me turn it back. That's right here, right? Boom. Fish Cake, Christmas Grove, but mainly, get to it, Little St. James. 124 Conch. That's what shows up when you put it in Google Maps, right? So boom, put in Epstein Island. Type in Epstein Island in your maps, Little St. James. So quote unquote alleged Epstein Island is in the same area. You put in 124 Conch Street, which is a fictional address from SpongeBob SquarePants, but it's tapped into Google for Epstein Island to be the same place, which is Little St. James. Little St. James, Epstein Island, right? Yo, it's gotta laugh, man. All right, boom. So the SpongeBob movie that just came out on December 19th, 2025. SpongeBob movie, The Search for SpongeBob SquarePants or whatever, came out on December 19th, 2025. Now, the release of the Epstein files was delayed beyond the December 19th, same date, deadline set by the Epstein Files Transparency Act. Blah, 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 blah. So the Epstein files are supposed to come out based upon them holding them, redacting them, whatever shit they got going on in politics. But why does that come out the same day that the SpongeBob movie comes out, but SpongeBob has the same address as Little St. James, which is Epstein Island? Synchronicity. All right, here we go. Keep going. Epstein was allegedly born on January 20th, 1953. Brooklyn keeps on taking it. Born in January 20th, right? So he was born on January 20th, and he died on August 10th. Born on January 20th and allegedly unalived on August 10th at age 66. Of course he was 66. Of course there's a 66 there. Of course, the devil number, so to speak. 66, 66 is there. Of course it is, right? But again, born on the 20th of January, died on August 10th. All right, boom. Ice Spice has a video called Bikini Bottom. She said, or video, yeah, she says that what inspired her is that she used to listen to SpongeBob or watch SpongeBob SquarePants as a child. All right, that's whatever. But how about this? Her Like album, which is crazy, was released on January 20th. January. Whose birthday is January 20th? What came out on the 19th? SpongeBob SquarePants. What was Epstein Island's address? The same thing as SpongeBob's address. Born on January 20th. Born on January 20th. She got Bikini Bottom. That implicates SpongeBob SquarePants. Her album comes out on January 20th, which is Epstein's birthday. Then we got her song Munch, Feeling You. Look at the release date. August motherfucking 10th. What date is that? That's the date, allegedly, that Homeboy was unalived. August 10th. A munch. All of Ice Spice's stuff is young female over-sexuality. Even close to being a child, because she looks like a child. And she relates to SpongeBob SquarePants, which is marketed to children. You know what I'm saying? So they're constantly getting you a little closer, blurring the lines, closer and closer to the inversions that they want society to indulge in. You know what I'm saying? Just to fuck with you. And then they throw the dates in it and correlate it together to say, all right, this is what we're doing, and this is what you're doing because you listen to Ice Spice or you watch SpongeBob or you involve yourself in the Epstein Island thing and think it's real or whatever. Released August 10th. Released August 20th. He was born on January 20th, and unalived on August 10th. Right with Ice Spice with Bikini Bottom, right? So, where SpongeBob live? Bikini Bottom. Bikini Bottom, that's where he lives. She did a song, Bikini Bottom. Alright, all synced in. It's always synced in over multiple channels. This is how they get your consent. You watch SpongeBob SquarePants? Consent. Ice Spice? Consent. Epstein? Consent. So we're consenting, unfortunately, to whatever the symbology of Epstein Island means. And so however upset you are or somebody stressed about it or whatever, SpongeBob SquarePants is affiliated, and so is Ice Spice. So are we canceling SpongeBob? Or is nigga trying to get rid of Ice Spice? Or all of them all together? Maybe. I don't know. They're making the connections. And then that moves into NPR, National Public Radio. Look at the date. And look what they're reporting on. Where ISIS is active today. On December 19th. The same date as the Epstein files are supposed to be released. And the same date that the SpongeBob movie comes out. So NPR comes out with ISIS. And that's Ice Spice's real name, by the way. ISIS. On the 19th of December, which pushes us into the holiday season and Capricorn season and the sun going to its lowest point and all of that, astrologically. But NPR comes out with December 19th, where ISIS is still active. And on that podcast, she says, Sunday's mass shooting at Bondi Beach, which pushes us back to Bikini Bottom, Bondi Beach, was inspired by who? ISIS, December 19th, ISIS, SpongeBob, Ice Spice, Epstein Island, Bondi Beach. Epstein Island is on the beach. You know what I'm saying? Inspired by ISIS, which is Ice Spice's name. None of this shit is coincidental. Shit is mapped out. And when it's mapped out, you get caught in one of those traps to justify them continuing their nonsense because consent is necessary for universal law, so to speak. So, Hanukkah Bondi Beach shooting, you know what I mean, from NPR, December 19th. All right, so the next thing is, do you see any agents here? You know what I'm saying? Because there's definitely ICE agents all the way through. So you notice Ice Cube came back out speaking some stuff. I don't know about Vanilla Ice. Ice Spice was in. Oh, Ice Spice is also in the SpongeBob movie. She's in the Bikini, but she's in the movie of the Epstein Island being connected to Bikini Bottom, her song Bikini Bottom, and Epstein Island, the same place that 124 Con Street is at on Google Maps. SpongeBob movie was released on the 19th, Epstein files are supposed to be released on the 19th. NPR does a video or podcast on the 19th about ISIS, which is Ice Spice's name. Epstein was born on January 20th. Ice Spice's album came out on January 20th. Epstein was unalive on August 10th. You want to munch, sexual relation to, you know what I'm saying, munching on the vagina came out on August 10th. I mean, and then in addition to all of that, with all these ICE agents moving around, here come the ice storms. So now you wonder where all these ice storms and how they able to, do however they put it together, ice storm to come together throughout the whole United States, and everybody gets hit with a blanket of ice. And then, in addition to the ice storms being hit, now ISIS attacks, and there's more ISIS issues coming up. Why? Because one way or another, the collective consciousness of the people that subscribe to any one of these parallels, the politics of Epstein Island, the children's media of SpongeBob SquarePants, and or Ice Spice, which is the mid-range age of 18 and 25-year-olds, so to speak, is all built into consent for the ice storms, ISIS, and Ice Spice, because they've connected it, and they've shown you that they've connected it by putting the dates on here together. So ICE agents, when everybody's upset about ICE agents and should they be running around and capturing people, they already got your ass captured. They have you captured by their symbology and by their media and by their magic. The ICE agents are everywhere. ICE agents are everywhere. So the ice storm is just, more of the same. It's cold and it's dark and hell is cold. Hell is cold. Hell has frozen the fuck over by the ice agents, man. So, just more information, more synchronicities, more things to tap in so you can see the writing on the wall, the codes, so you could do not consent if you choose not to. If you consent, but that's your choice. I do not consent to none of the agents. ICE agents, Epstein agents, SpongeBob SquarePants, Funny Business, Ice Spice Drip. I don't consent to none of it. No consent on this fashion. But I will report on it. I will discuss it. I will, sync it together because it's been synced together. So I'm just reporting what's going on. ICE agents on deck. Ice storms on deck. Hell has frozen over. Honor and respect to everybody listening. Raw Radio.